I for one, am incredibly excited at this opportunity. And I was just going through, in fact, with my daughter this last weekend, photos of me growing up, and she wanted to see, as we were in Yom Kippur at home and fasting and waiting to go back to shul, photos of myself and my wife growing up, and I came across a photo of me with a Ram shirt. So those were the days.
But this is one of those issues that truly begs the question, what does it take to bring Los Angeles to a place where we can provide jobs, understand we are the second largest city in this country, and that football is part of our culture. Intertwining all of these different elements is significant in the way we approach this challenge.
There's history swirling around us today. We saw it here earlier. We saw it with Roz Wyman and the history of bringing the Dodgers here. We saw it with a man who stood up for Watts Towers and saved that icon. We saw it with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who scored more baskets than any other basketball player we've ever seen, and I'm sure we'll get a statue soon. There is a piece of history here today, potentially as well. But it's a day when we, Los Angeles, have to answer a simple question. Are we a city that's going to find every reason not to do things again? Or are we a city who finds the way to get to yes?
And even with the most recent news that AEG will go up for sale, I have no less enthusiasm for this project. With today's vote, we as a council are saying yes to a world-class event center, yes to a modernized convention center, yes to a stadium, yes to Mr. Goodell, yes to the NFL. This council wants to bring back the National Football League to Los Angeles.
I had my reservations when I heard the news about the change of ownership, and I had a conversation with Mr. Lewicki regarding that AEG, Mr. Anschutz, different entities, and they're obviously looking for different investors, additional investors, and we had a lengthy conversation, which Tim answered my question.
Inspire tens of thousands or more to stay just afloat until they finally figure out that education is what they want to achieve. And they do better as a result.
Football back in LA. Tim Lewicki, thank you for your...
I'm a big Rams fan from way back when Roman Gabriel and Merlin Olsen and Deacon Jones and all those great players were here in Los Angeles. And I've even come out of the closet and put a bumper sticker on the back of my car that says, "Bring back the LA Rams."
As a kid, I was not the best student. I was a horrible student. But there was one thing that my parents held over my head to keep me, to just stay afloat, to not fall below the D, and just get my C's to get through school. And that was sports. My parents said, if you did not do well enough in school, then you were not going to be in Little League. You were not going to be on the football team.
It's going to bring up the city from being number 15 in terms of competitive convention cities to number 5. It's going to provide jobs. It's going to continue the momentum of revitalizing downtown Los Angeles. But not only downtown Los Angeles, but the whole region as well. So this is certainly a historical moment for the city of Los Angeles.
You know, I was one of those who came to this with a high degree of skepticism, both about the environmental impacts and the business terms. But I'm standing today in support of this project, in part because as your Budget and Finance Chair, I agree with Mr. Kretz and others who have said that we need to grow to get out of the economic and budget crisis that we're facing. We need to increase the future of Los Angeles, and our economy is in tourism and hospitality, and the growth that we can see there. The only way we're ever going to be able to maximize that is with a modernized convention center. The only way we're going to be able to achieve that goal is with this kind of a public-private, maybe not technically a public-private partnership, but with this kind of cooperation that we have in developing a world-class convention center that will bring the large conventions back to Los Angeles.
A resolution that many of my colleagues have signed on to, and it's a resolution just restating the city's strong commitment to the project. and to the NFL Commission that Los Angeles is ready for our team to arrive. It has been circulated, and I'd actually like to offer it as an amendment to item 8, and the clerk can tell us whether it's A, B, C, or whatever it is, so that I think it would be amending motion 8B like boy, am I right?
8B, ma'am.
8B. So it is appropriate that the resolution be adopted today so that this motion gets sent together with the rest of the package to the NFL and to the very wonderful Rams fans in the back.
Clerk, let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Forthwith. Okay. Again, we want to thank Ms. Perry.